When the sun does rise, I reach out for the skies. Open my hands to love every day. Hey, Christina, hi, what's going on? Christina, yay, dance time, let's dance. It's just you and me right now, there's nobody here, let's just do it, okay? Healing vibrations rattle through our soul, shaking out the poisons, making us whole, casting out diseases by chanting the word. The sounds of the universe by all will be heard. Resonate inside us, love is the word. Through the day, pray no accidents arise. Thanks to heaven that I am still alive. Blessing my enemy and blessing the ones I love. Okay, well, it's just you and me, Christina. There's no one else writing in the screen. So let's just dance. Vibrations rattle through my soul, shaking out the poisons, making us whole, casting out diseases by chanting the word. The sounds of the universe by all will be heard. Resonate inside us, love is the word. Yep. All right, so Christina, this is just a little promotional video, okay? It's a promotional video for the healing event on, sorry, excuse me, First Friday, all right? Okay, I'm gonna reload the screen, stay there. I have to reload the screen. Shadows be gone before my eyes. Yeah, okay, that's better. Okay, I can see you better now. There was some kind of glitch going on. Yeah. Basically, I've got a whole month. I have to sell all these tickets over the next month or so. So it's First Friday, 5th of October, 7 till 9 p.m. And I was going to do a little kind of poll if everybody actually thought this was a realistic time. Because again, it's Friday night, and a lot of people are wiped out by this time. And I had an idea, maybe we could do it at 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. It's just, I needed to find out. So I will be asking a few people if anyone else shows up to the show tonight. So, Christina, since it's just you and me right now, I can't, maybe there are some more, but I don't see them. I can't see them. I don't know why. I'll leave this here. I'll wait till there's a few more people here, and then we'll come back and do the Astro Doodles, okay? I hope you don't mind. Okay, you're back east, right. Okay. So it's not too early. It's not too late. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, I'll keep it at 7 p.m. for now. I mean, if you're okay with it on the East Coast, probably a lot of other people are too. And that's the time a lot of us meet anyway. So might as well, you know. Might as well keep it going, you know. Same kind of theme. All right, since it's just you and me, why don't we do a little funny reading for you? See if anybody shows up. Because I need to tell people things. This is the new deck I got recently. It was a real special treat, okay? It's called Ink and Tattoos. You'll see in a moment. Yeah. I'm just going to keep the introduction going for a while to see if anybody else shows up. Okay. All right, let's have a look here. Let's see what's going on. I know this is kind of a surprise. I've already done 2 little videos today. One was a test, and both of them were tests and surveys for the, what do you call it? The Patreon or the Vimeo thing. But now I'm doing a little promotion for the healing event. Okay. I'm just shuffling some cards for you. I'm just going to give you a little reading, Christina, if you want, because there's no one else here. Might as well take advantage of the moment. All right, let's have a look. Yeah. Yeah, no, I understand working kids. Seriously, I do understand. Okay, I'm going to put the Astrodoodle notes aside for a moment. We'll come back to this a little bit later. If nobody else shows up for the evening, then I'll just work with you directly, okay? All right, so hang in. Healing vibrations rattle through my soul, shaking up the poisons, making me whole, casting out diseases by chanting the word. The sounds of the universe by all will be heard. Resonate inside us, love is the word. Okay, I'm going to turn the sound down now. Turn down the music a little bit. So it's just you and me, Christina, all right? I'm going to give you a little complimentary free reading. It's basically just for fun and to fill the gaps to see if some more people show up. Just give me a moment here. I need to shut down the music. Here we are. Okay, that's good. All right, so this will just be a fun little quickie thing. No one else is typing in, which is very strange. Yeah, very, very strange. So this one's for you, Christina. We're just going to do the same thing that we do on the Sunday nights, all right? This is just for fun. Yeah. All right, the deck is well shuffled. Now, you know the routine. Tarot Illumination works basically like with, it sounds weird, angels and so on. But, oh, Websy, what a minute. Why didn't you type in, Websy? What's going on? Sorry, Christina, people are just showing up all of a sudden now. I don't know why. Sharon Tatum, okay. Yeah, okay, well, I got 3 of you, so we'll see what's happening. Okay, we'll check in some names in a minute. I was just going to start to do a reading for Christina, a little fun one. Okay, oh, Ashley, oh, wait a minute, everyone's just, now everyone's typing in. Okay, hi, Ashley, but good evening. All right, hi, Ashley. All right, so there we go. Okay, so we got a few people showing up. Oh, weird. Okay, it might get a little choppy. It might just get a little choppy. It's a weird, I mean, this is not planned. I didn't tell anybody we were going to do a show tonight. It's the middle of the week. And, people probably aren't complete. Ashley, you're not late because the show wasn't even planned in the first place. You're not missing anything. Basically, it's going to be a promotional video anyway. That's the whole point of the show. It's all right, so don't worry. All right? It's just for fun. Just for fun, okay? All right, so Websy, I know you just got here. I just saw it. Don't you worry. Websy Wongi is right there. All right. So, like I said, Christina, let's do this. All right. Cards are shuffled. You witnessed that we were shuffling earlier. We got interrupted by people showing up to the show all of a sudden. Late. It's okay. It's okay. It's all right. It happens. So I'll try and be as organized as I can here. Please bring in your angels. Christina, this is totally random. If it doesn't make any sense to you, maybe it'll make sense to someone else here tonight. Audrey, hello, Audrey Gill. All right, I'll sign you in, all right? Audrey Gill, good evening and welcome, Audrey. Audrey, this is a little promotional video. It's over here. Uh-oh, my whole freaking thing is frozen up. Give me a moment. Everything's frozen. Everything's frozen. Oh dear. Huh. Okay. Oh, you can listen. Yeah, it's just going to be a little show. I'll show you. Everything got frozen there for a second. I had to reboot. Okay. Yeah, so Audrey, you're here. You're signed in. So here we go. Christina, this is just for you, and others can enjoy. Just a little quickie. You know the routine, and it's good practice, good exercise for Terra Lumination. Okay? So there's the cut. Please invite your angels. If you're very swamped with kids and work and you're tired from the end of the week, there's Rod Dixon. Okay, hi, Rod. Good evening, Rod. Very good. Okay, so everything looks good over there. Thank God. Okay, excellent. So we just finished the shuffle. We just finished the cut. Terra Lumination is a little bit wigged out because the start of the show is very strange. Okay, here we go. Here's the situation. Here's the challenge, and here's how we're going to handle it. This is for you, Christina, all right? Actually, let me put up a little card for you. Now we think about it so that we don't get too confused. Otherwise, it'll be such a confusing show for everybody. This is for you, Christina. This is just a little complimentary freebie while the show gets in gear here, okay? All right. So here's the situation, here's the challenge, and here's how we're going to handle it. And over here, circumstantially, we're going to be looking at the weather, okay? So right now, with the 7 of Wands, okay, a lot of courage here, okay? My feeling is that it's like circumstances are demanding courage from you. It's almost like having to be valiant, knowing that you're surrounded by a lot of challenges and a lot of interests coming at you from every angle. You know, like it's the middle of the week, towards the end of the week, people are getting wiped out from whatever it is, the stresses of all the planets, school, college, kids, debt, work, credit card payments, rent payments, mortgage payments, traffic, health, all of it. And the suggestion here is that you're doing okay. You're doing really well against all odds, okay? Because there's a lot of challenges out there. I can talk about that with you in a moment when we have a look. When we have a look at this, okay? I'll show you some notes in a moment. So Christina, here's the situation. Okay, the Hierophant. Okay, this is an indication that it's really, really time to get very, very serious about your life, what's going on with how you're doing it. And in a way, this feels very humbling to me. It's like having to be very, very aware that there are these, let's say, pressures, factors, energies in life that can be extremely challenging. And like the worst thing we could do is resist them. Almost the best thing we could do is to not just dare it and say, bring it on, but just humbly accept it. And the situation is all about, it feels to me, about how your life is being rewritten, like from the foundations upward, such that like you're bringing like this whole spiritual element into practice where it becomes like institutionalized, where you create daily regimens, practices, very much about the Virgo energy right now, of what is most wholesome, loving, honorable for you, okay? And getting much more serious about it than you've ever done before. If everything has been very haphazard and you've been, living life in such a way, you'll just figure it out as you go along, all right? Then it's time now to realize that the sensation of haphazardness and the pressure is like extremely intense right now to create order out of the chaos, okay? And like bringing divine order into things, divine structure, divine codes, like making very, very clear priorities of what is most important in your life right now, okay? Writing it down, making a list of that, and then facing the challenges, whatever they are. So what is the challenge with this? Okay, the world. Okay, so you might be at a situation here where it feels very fated for you, as though you have absolutely no say in anything. Patricia, can you type back in the screen a bit later? I just saw you pop up, and I'm in the middle of reading with Christina. Okay, so the challenge might be is accepting that a complete way of life, a complete code of life, life as you understand it, life as you understood things, is basically over, and a whole new life is unfolding with a whole new code of practices. But the feeling is that it's like the fear of the unknown here, where it's just like, oh my gosh, if I have to leave a whole world, a whole lifestyle behind, and how am I supposed to build this? How am I supposed to restructure? How am I supposed to create this new code of practice going forward if I don't even know what it is? Because over here with the world, it's very much an indication of beginnings, epic endings, and epic beginnings, okay? So it's like, that's the challenge. Some people, it's very, very challenging. Like if you have a death in the family, or you just lost a job, or you went through some big life event, marriages, divorces, and things like that. And then what do I do now? Whatever it could be. And there's no shock here. It just looks like there's a tremendous amount of pressure and a lot of challenge in a way that you almost don't have any say. But part of that is the pressure is to break down the ego, to break down and crush our three-dimensional understandings of how life works and kill it off. It has to die off, and a whole new, more highly evolved level of understanding has to be written into your life going forward. So how do we do that? That's a big, big challenge here, Christina. Okay, let it all fall apart. There's no point in fighting it. Look at these cards. Christina, this is huge. This is very much a fated type of reading where it's like you don't have any say in the matter. It's just the better is to just surrender, go with it. If everything is collapsing, if everything is being obliterated, falling apart, and you don't feel like you have any say in the matter, the best thing you can do is let everything fall apart. Stand back, allow everything to collapse that needs to collapse. You might be still dealing with huge aftershocks of the eclipsopolis, in August, okay? I'm still dealing with huge aftershocks personally. So it doesn't surprise me. And the thing is, yes, the Tower can be a very shocking, scary card in its own way, but it doesn't have to be. If you accept it as just another aspect, another facet of life. Okay, Christina, it's a very strong indication that you do have the strength, you do have the desire, you do have the passion and the courage to live with this, to handle this and do this. But it's also an indication that you need to maintain your drive, your conviction, your sense of being able to handle this. Basically getting an affirmation here from Terrible Illumination that you can do this, you can handle it. You don't have to tell us anybody what the details are. You already know what they are. And so it just means an acceptance of radical changes, saying goodbye. Basically whatever is yours is coming to you. Whatever is not yours is being taken away. And then so be it. And then this whole new code of life has to come into play. There's no way around it. There's no way stopping it. So you might as well accept it. Allow everything to implode. Anything that is unstable, let it fall apart. Live and let live. If there are people around you who are very dependent on you in one way or another, and they need to mature or evolve and grow in their own way, but the link is so strong that you don't want that to happen, and it represents the end of one way of life and the beginning of a new, then it's okay to step back and allow everybody to live and let live so that you can live your life too, okay? Thank you, Christina. I hope you got something out of that. I hope it makes sense. So quickly, I'm going to catch up with a few names here that have just shown up. I just saw somebody show up. So give me a second, Christina. Thank you so much. I hope you got something out of that. Cool. All right, let me just, I know you wrote a lot of notes there on the screen. Well, Christina, if you're a Leo, then please stay for the rest of the show because I got stuff to show you, all right? Now, I just need to check back. There were some other people who showed up. Liz Wolf. Hi, Liz. It's just a little show tonight. Amy Day. Okay. Hi, Amy. Welcome to the show. Sagittarius and Gemini. Well, your solar oppositions. Sagittarius woman opposed by Gemini male. Okay, it's a solar opposition, so it's the most polarized relationship you can have. It's like let me show you. I'm just going to put the check-ins here up to the side. So Amy, oh, Patricia's here. Hi, Patricia. Good evening. I didn't see that. Hold on. I wonder if I missed anybody. Okay, Primary's here. Hi, Primary. Hey, Primary. It's a promotional video. Okay, so you're not missing anything. Don't worry too much. Carol Bolton. Hi, Carol. I was just going to answer Amy D's question. She's talking about herself as Sagittarius woman, and he is a Gemini male. Okay. Well, in terms of classical astrology, you're talking about sun sign directly opposite sun sign. So that's about the most powerful opposition that you can get. Okay. So in some ways, this is like the best of things and the worst of things. It's a classic marriage dynamic. The thing is that's so challenging about this particular type of dynamic is that it is a full solar opposition. So there's nowhere to hide. There's nowhere for you to hide in this relationship. There's nowhere for him to hide in this relationship. And so it exposes the very best of you and the very worst of yourself and to the other. And vice versa. It exposes the very best of himself to himself and the very worst of himself to himself through reflection from you. So it's totally maxed out. And everybody knows, like if you watch enough scary crime movies and watch enough, friends and families and relationships, marriage is very much this is a classic marriage type structure. But the thing is, a lot of people can't handle the oppositions because it's so strong. It's so powerful that it's like when things go wrong, it's really bad. And have you got the courage to come back to your strength? So you discover very rapidly that you have to deal and accept and love each other for everything. There's a reason why they say till death us do part, through sickness, through health, for richer, for poorer. It is that kind of dynamic. When you make an agreement on that, like if you're just going to have a fling, okay, but it's a serious fling. But if it gets into anything heavy, then you're talking about a full-on marriage here. So you could be exposed to the very best of life in relationship and the very worst of life in relationship. Oftentimes, your marriage partner can end up being the worst enemy in your whole life. It doesn't have to happen, but it often happens. I mean, I see it enough here when I do private readings, believe me. So we have to understand, because a lot of us are not mature enough as spirits, as souls, to be able to handle this kind of relationship. Even people who are strong, and they are in sun opposite sun relationships, they're going to go through periods of intense challenge now and again. It's inevitable. Okay? So there you go. I hope that helped you, Amy. Okay? All right. So primary, you will be on a retreat for for the healing event in October. Okay, it's all right, because we're going to hopefully do one every month. Ashley, you're a Pisces woman and with a Libra guy. Well, actually, it kind of depends on other things besides just the sun. There's also your moon, your rising, your Venus, your Mars. Then you get into the soul levels. We're talking about Jupiter and Saturn. Typically, the easiest, most comfortable things for you as a Pisces would be a Cancerian male or a Scorpio male, okay? Because they're very natural and comfortable. But the thing is, in some ways, it's not very challenging. So you very quickly become comfortable, and you can very quickly fall into whatever things are not evolved in you guys as spirits, you know, and then you have to figure it out. So the other signs that can be very comfortable for you would be like Taurus, for example, Ashley. So Ashley, for you, the obvious ones are Cancer and Scorpio, okay, because they are trines. And the other really comfortable ones would be Taurus, and Capricorn, because these are what are called sextile. These are the easy ones for you, okay? So that's how it will work. I'm just giving you a note because you asked a question, okay? Very easy, comfortable, easygoing, very supportive, very opportunistic, very supportive, very nutritious. These are the sun signs, okay? All right, I hope that helped you. Amy D, by the way, Audrey Gill, where are you? I just saw you earlier. Audrey Gill, those notes, Audrey, those notes that I gave earlier to Amy, the same thing applies to you, but we would swap it out. If you, Amy, are the Pisces woman, okay, we'll do it over here. We'll put this relationship over here, Pisces woman with the Virgo male. Where are we? Okay. Again, for you, what happens is that, so Audrey, this is for you. This is for you, Audrey. Over here, we're focusing on this right now. For you, Audrey, if you're a Pisces woman and in your relationship with a Virgo male, you have exactly the same dynamics that we talked about with Amy, okay? It's a full-on opposition. You get the best of the best and the worst of the worst. Them to you and you to them. So you are at the position of maximum reward and maximum risk, okay? That's what happens. Can you handle that kind of pressure? Full-on sun opposite sun is the best that you can get if your soul is mature enough to handle it, okay? If you're not mature enough as a soul to handle it, you can go through periods where it's extremely challenging to the point where you wish you'd never met each other, okay? Because there's nowhere to hide, all right? Just letting you know. Okay, I got a couple more names that just showed up. Hold on. Pam Bam. Okay. All right, Pam Bam. Let's have a look. Pam Bam, I got you here. I'll start another page. Okay, because in case some more people show up. Pam Bam. Thank you, Pam Bam, for showing up. That's cool. So, let's, what I'd like to do, now there's a few of us here, the whole point of this show tonight is to promote this event, okay? All right, so what's happening is this. We are going to have a group healing event, and it's going to be on the first Friday. This first one ever is going to be on Friday, the 5th of October. So it's about a month from now. So over the next month or so, we're going to have more and more promotional videos about this event. And it is very much about the healing. You know, on Sunday Night Live, we have a lot of fun whooping it up at the campfire, singing and dancing and tarot reading and telling stories and things like that. But with this group healing event, it's kind of serious, and we're going to actually do a group healing session with all of us here. The thing is that it is going to be on the Tarot Lumination Zoom meeting place. So a big part of this video is like the coaching to get you guys to understand how to get into the meeting. So first of all, let me do a couple of things here for you. Stay there. I want to show you a couple of things. All right. So give me a second here. I'm going to show you the actual links for everything. And you will see in a moment what we're talking about. Basically, I'm going to show you 2 links on the channel that can take you straight to everything that we're talking about. One link is to get you into the meeting for the healing, and the other link is to get you to the place for the tickets for the event, okay? So it looks sort of like this. Actually, let me give myself a little bit of room here. So hang in, hang in. All right, so here is the basic Tarot Lumination channel. You've seen this before. This is where you would log on. I'm on a little tiny tablet. It's a miniature Windows computer, in case you're really interested. Okay, so basically, I'm trying to do you a little coaching to get in the groove here with this group healing event, first of Friday, October the 5th. So you would, in other words, to learn more in real life, the way you can do it right now is you can go to the channel. You don't have to do this right now. I'm just doing kind of a coaching. And you go to the About section. Okay, you'll see that in a moment. So this goes down here, and that's the whole About section. So I'm going to scroll down, and at the very bottom, you get these links. Now, pretty much every astrology and tarot channel has a bunch of links at the bottom for something. If they're trying to sell cards or sell private readings or tell you about their website or their emails, it's all over here at the About section. So it's the same for Tarot Lumination. So for example, if you want to get, let's say you've already bought your ticket, okay? And you want to get into the meeting, and it's at 7 o'clock, Friday the 5th, on Friday the 5th of October. So if you want to, you can go right here and click this one. It says TL meeting place, all right? All right, so it's going to take you to this app. And then you just press the buttons and you load it up and join, and you're inside the meeting. You don't have to do anything much really, except just a couple of clicks. All right? So this is what it looks like when we do private meetings, okay? Private readings for clients. All right. Now next, I have to go back and I have to show you the link. I'm going to go back to the page again. Now let's say you actually want to get the tickets, okay? So what would happen is, to get the tickets, there's another little box down here that says First Friday Healing Event, okay? And here it is. This is what it looks like. Okay, can you guys see that? Can you see this okay? If somebody could type in, I'd like to know. So you can see something here. It should say here, First Friday Tarot Lumination Private Group Healing Event, okay? And then there's a green button for tickets. And the tickets are $5. And then you can read about what we're going to be doing at the event here, just like this, all right? And it goes like this. And that's all there is to it. So you can go here, get the ticket. Once you got the ticket, and you can go here, and you can come into the event. All right. All right. So I hope that helps. I would love to hear your feedback on the screen right now. Does this make any sense to anybody? Does anybody understand what we're doing here? I'm just going to go back again. Keep it really, really simple. There's the Terlumination channel. You go to the About section, you scroll down, you can find some links, a bunch of things, but here's the one that's important for now. It's the Terlumination meeting place and the First Friday Healing Event tickets. And it looks like this. You get your tickets here. You get your tickets here, all right? Just like this. You can read all about it. And then once you got your ticket, you can come into the event here. Okay, it's very straightforward. I'll go back to the basics now. So I hope that made a little bit of sense. Now, this is just another one video, all right? We're going to have more videos like this to try and do the coaching and get people to understand how to do this digital healing stuff online. It's, you know, there's not a lot of people doing this, not too many that I understand. So we're kind of being a little bit like pioneers here. I hope you can handle this, all right? And what'll happen after this video, the video will also have more promotional videos where you can have a button. There will be a button at the top of the page over here that will take you to the tickets place, and more links and buttons down in the description section to get the tickets and go to the Zoom meeting place. So either way, you will have the tools to come and hang out and go to the event and get some Terlumination healing, okay? All righty. So I hope that made sense to anybody. Hold on, give me a moment. I need to reload my screen here. Ooh, it must be a very busy night on the internet. Hold on, I'm reloading the screen. Okay, so you guys understood the basics of what we're talking about. Okay, you understand the basics there. All right. So the whole idea is that, let me go back to it again. I'll spell it out differently now. This is a promotional video for the group healing event, Friday, the 5th of October. So it's about 1 month from now. Okay, this is tonight, Thursday, the 6th of September. So I showed you a link to the tickets and link to the meeting, okay? It's basically like everything else you do online. You click a bunch of links and then you do what happens, okay? So that's all that we're doing here. And they will become more and more apparent to you as we go through. Right now, we're doing this live. So the only thing I could show you was on this little tablet. And this was as good as we could do on the tablet. It looks like this now. Everything's swapped out sideways. So you click here. I'm just doing this again because it's like an infomercial. This is like an infomercial, okay? So here is a better view of the tickets, okay? So this is the ticketing place. It looks like this. It's over here at Eventbrite, so it's all professional, okay? And this tells you what we're going to be doing. And then once you got your ticket on the night, everyone will be guided and instructed by email how to join the meeting, okay? Because once you buy your ticket, all of this comes back here to Terlumination, okay? All right, so let's have a look. So there we go. You hope you have a job by then. Okay, it's okay, I understand, don't you worry. Don't you worry. Saturday the 6th in your country. Oh, where are you, Pam Bam? You must be in Australia or something, if it's already Saturday the 6th. Pam Bam? I didn't get you, did I? Oh, yes, I did. I got you. Pam Bam. So so are you in Australia or New Zealand or Philippines or Hong Kong or Tokyo? I'm very curious. Very, very curious. Amy D, yes, you can watch this again. This is going to be saved online. Don't worry, Amy D. Pam Bam from New Zealand. Yay. Well, Pam Bam, I'm just letting you know I have a very dear soft spot for New Zealand. I freaking love New Zealand. I love, love, love New Zealand. You're very lucky, Pam. You have a very beautiful country with a lot of lovely people. Okay, so there you go. Yay. Thank you. Go New Zealand. And I've heard about your New Zealand All Blacks, the rugby players, and all the romance novels that the lady wrote about that stuff. Also, now I'm thinking about it, some really good movies have come out of New Zealand. All right. So let me have a look. I want to show you something, folks. I want to show you something that's happening right now tonight. We're kind of on the verge of things here. There's a lot of big shifts happening over the next few days. Uh-oh, someone else, Sarah LM. Hello, Sarah LM. Let me just put you in here as well. Thanks for showing up. Stephanie Vaughn. Oh my gosh, hi Stephanie. What's going on? I know, I didn't plan the show or anything, but I got to start doing some promotions for the healing event. Yes. Pam Bam, originally from Scotland. Go Scotland. Do you realize, Pam Bam, Terra Lumination has actually peed off of the edge of John O'Groats. You know, the tippy north end of Scotland, John O'Groats? Terra Lumination was there. Terra Lumination peed off the very edge. There you go. Working and tired. Okay, yeah. Well, it's getting towards the end of the week, so everyone's probably already wiped out. Yeah. I wanted to look at a little bit of the astrology while we're here. Excuse me. So, it's going to be a very intriguing week, needless to say. I'm not going to predict any details here, but over the next few days, actually almost right now, Saturn is in Capricorn, where it's been for ages, and it's going to be here for another, at least a year and a half. Saturn has just turned direct, okay? So you can probably feel it in your body. You can probably feel a lot of shifts happening right now. Also, Mercury is moving into Virgo very, very shortly. Also, very, very shortly, Venus is moving into Scorpio. And also very shortly, Mars is moving into Aquarius. That's a lot of shifts and energies, okay? Shifting, 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 shifting. Now, in terms of a Terra Lumination Astrodoodle, it looks a little bit like this, okay? This is for everybody. This is for the whole planet. And what I did right here tonight, right now, is I marked out the really challenging aspect, which has been going on for ages. And it's going to be here for quite a while, at least until the Patreon launch next week for Terra Lumination. So what is this? What is this orange thing? This orange thing is a loose but very challenging grand cross in the fixed signs. It's called a fixed grand cross, okay? Ashley Carmen, I'm sorry, you're not. Ashley Carmen, Neptune is going to be in Pisces for another 7 years. Just so that you know, you might as well start to get comfortable with being uncomfortable. You're not dealing with it too well. So anyway, back to tonight. This thing is sitting with everybody right now. Now, this could be sitting anywhere on top of you, like this, or this, or this, depending on who you are. If you're a Scorpio, it looks like this. If you're a Capricorn, it looks like this. Okay? If you're an Aries, it looks like this. If you're a Cancer, it looks like this. But either way, all of us are affected by this energy, okay? So it's happening right now. And from my perspective, Tarot Lumination as a reader, to me, it looks like there's a tremendous amount of pressure on Leos and the Leo North Node here. There are no planets over here in Leo right now. So Leo is under, but the Leo North Node is under a lot of pressure. That means we are all being pressured to be our most shiny selves, but it's happening in a very challenging way. It's like it's like the Saturn energy is almost very strong, saying, come on, people, you've got to figure this stuff out. This is very challenging. You have to figure it out. What is your sense of value and worth to yourself? What are you worth to others? Okay. How do others value you? How do you value others? Are you appreciative of others? Do others appreciate you? Is your best self? Are you offering, the best appreciation that you can to others? And Mars is over here on the cusp, coming into Aquarius very soon, saying, you know what? I dare you, Leo energy, to be the best, shiniest self without exploding, because it's like you think you can be your shiniest self without taking the group into account. It's almost like Mars in Aquarius is saying you have to dumb yourself down and hang out with everybody else and not be special. But at the same time, the Leo energy is about being very uniquely special yourself, your best self possible, okay? So this is really challenging, okay? It's very, very challenging energy here. And it's for all of us. We're all being challenged to be our best selves ever by all these pressures here. Number two, we've got this thing going on, okay? This is a lot of pressure here. The Virgo Pisces axis is very strained right now. It is a full-on opposition. The Sun is opposite Neptune. Neptune is opposite the Sun, depending on where this lies in your chart. Okay? For example, if you're a Virgo over here, then Neptune is over there in your 7th house of marriage-type relationships, one-on-one business partnerships. And so it can be really, really divinely inspired. It can have all the qualities of something very ideal, but it could also be very deeply flawed, almost like an optical illusion. Everything that seems wonderful turns out to be, let's say, much less than what you thought it was. Actually disappointing, almost to the point of betrayal, treachery, lies, deceit, cheating, everything like that. You could have something that appears wonderful, but it's actually like seriously ill. We don't know. It could be either way. Marilyn Deloney is here. Good evening, Marilyn Deloney. Hi. Let me just put you on here. I want to get everybody who's here. Hi, Marilyn. Good to see you. Thanks for showing up. Sugar's here. Yay! I didn't see you earlier. Thanks, Sugar. Thank you, Sugar. Some of you guys were at the other the private event the other night, weren't you? Shay Dog. Hey, Shay's here. Good on you. Shay Dog. Hi, Shay Dog. Good evening and welcome. Thanks for showing up. No, I understand, Ashley. It's very, very tough right now. Okay? I'm just pointing these things out so that you don't feel alone. This thing is happening for everybody, but if you are a Pisces or a Virgo right now, this is very, very strong energy. In some ways, it's very beautiful and very supportive, but also it's extremely challenging. This Neptune can put a lot of pressure on the Virgo sun to clean up, to make sure you're very, very clear and pure in understanding what's actually going on in your life and to clean up a lot of health issues, okay? All this energy over here could be an indication of anything and everything that constitutes self-sabotage. All the things that you refuse to deal with, everything that you've denied, everything that you're doing to self-medicate and cover up the pain and the suffering that goes on over here. You've got to reveal it to heal it, okay? So, hi, Marilyn, just cruising around. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, this is just a promotion video. So I'm pointing out all these energies. So if anyone is, this energy here is very tricky because it's right on the cusp right now, right on the 0 point. It's flipping here. So we need to be very careful. It's basically like having really bad, dangerous weather, dangerous traffic situations, and you have to be very, very respectful, conscientious, really take care of yourself, mind your own business, make sure you don't cause any trouble to anyone else, and you don't let anyone cause any trouble to you, okay? You've got enough on your plate just trying to be your own magnificent self, all right? Now, the thing is, there are a couple of sweet spots here. Gosh, a lot of Pisces energy here tonight, right? I'm going to color in with green. I'm coloring in with green. Right now, tonight, at this very moment in time, we have this big, fat, grand Earth trine, okay? There's Taurus, Virgo, and Capricorn. These are the Earth signs. Taurus, Capricorn, and Virgo. And they are, in terms of astrology, with the sacred geometry, this is very, very harmonious, okay? So if you want to look at it this way, I'm going to turn the doodle sideways and have a look at this like sacred geometry. Can you see this? Like it's actually very beautiful. I'm trying to make it look as pretty as possible. If you think of this as almost like a diamond-like structure, like some kind of weird crystalline structure, it's actually very pretty. It's actually very beautiful. Okay, now I'm going to add up to this as well, because this is harmonious energy here and here. Virgo energy is very comfortable and harmonious with the Scorpio energy, and the Scorpio energy is very comfortable with the Capricorn energy. I'm not going to analyze this or tell everybody how to figure it out or do in-depth analyses of any of this stuff right now. I'm just trying to point out the positives and the challenges. This is extremely harmonious energy. It's extremely supportive, especially for Tauruses right now. Taurus is under a lot of pressure. This orange thing here is impacting Taurus very strongly. This orange thing here is impacting the Scorpios and the late Libras strongly. This thing here is impacting the Aquarians very strongly over here, and the Leos very strongly over here. It's all happening all at once. So it's very scary and very beautiful all at once. Yes, this is called a kite. Again, remember, I'm not a top-level premium YouTube astrologer. I'm just sharing my astrodoodles here. This is very harmonious. This kite, called a kite because it looks like a kite shape, is very supportive for Taurians. So Taurus people are getting a lot of support under extremely challenging conditions. Okay, so there you go. This is happening right now tonight. And I felt I needed to point this out to everybody because all of this is happening right now. So over the next week or so, Saturn turns direct. You might feel some relief, like finally we're going to move forward, like in your karmic destiny in life, getting stuff done that you have to do. Mercury's going into Virgo. It's going to be very comfortable, aligned with the sun over here. It's going to give us a chance to be very practical in our communications and getting business done in very, very effective, practical ways. Venus is going into Scorpio. It's going to really intensify the Jupiter and Scorpio energy over here, and it's going to amplify this thing. The orange thing is going to get stronger, okay? It's going to really get stronger. And it's going to emphasize the issues of money. Okay, these are the money houses over here. The Taurus, Scorpio, so you could be really becoming acutely aware of money and finances. Yeah. Yes, Marilyn, it's good for your Taurus rising. It's very good for your Taurus rising. Mars is going into Aquarius again for about another month or even 6 weeks or so. This is very, very rebellious energy. Mars in Aquarius is very, very good with humanitarian energy, making the best, doing things that are very, very good for humanity. But it sometimes is very disruptive. It's like being the rebel freedom fighter type energy. And Mars is not going to step back. Mars is full on fighter energy. Mars is going to disrupt anything and everything that is not good for humanity. Okay? So just be aware of that. And this is all happening at once. Okay? So if anything, like on September the 11th, this is going to be even stronger. This thing over the next few days is just going to get stronger and stronger. So be prepared to feel increasing pressures, all right? Next, by the time we get to September 11th, this will fade away a little bit, this big grand Earth trine. And we've also got, lo and behold, September the 9th, we've got the Virgo new moon. Okay, so the Virgo new moon is happening right here. The Virgos, sun and moon will be aligned right here. Today it's over here right now, early Leo, and in a few days it'll be over here, right there on Virgo. So this is going to be amplified even more, okay? So this is good for a few days, everything that we're talking about here. We're probably going to talk about this again on Sunday Night Live, and we're going to talk about it regarding finances on September the 11th when we do the promotional launch for the Patreon thing, okay? I know this sounds like a really tedious video. It's like I'm loading you up with a bunch of information. We're not doing anything fun with singing and dancing and readings, but we got to get this information out here. And it's mostly about coaching and getting you guys appraised for how this all works, okay? So let's have a look. Who's here? Let's have a look. All right, just for fun. Hold on, I'm gonna move this over here. So I hope that made sense. Ashley Carmen, I'm not sure if I'm going to be able to handle those questions here tonight live right now. Those are more of the sort of things we do in private. We can handle that, or else we could. It's a little awkward doing that right here, Ashley. I can't help too much. Marilyn Deloney, what happens when Mars hits my North Node in Aquarius? Oh, okay. Wow, so your North Node axis is completely the opposite of the global axis right now. Well, it sounds to me like it's going to be a shakeup. It's going to be very much to do with your self-identity. Like, are you really, really, really being the best Marilyn Deloney possible? Where everyone else is being forced to be the best Leo type energy, your best shiny, shiny self. And the Mars in Aquarius is going to challenge you to it's like the energy of marriage. It's going to be like, okay, how are you, Marilyn, going to be your most shiny, awesome self, and at the same time take into context the group, the humanitarian needs of the group and everybody, where the energy of you is sacrificed for the energy of the group. How are you going to figure that out? Mars is going to be putting a lot of pressure on you to do that. Okay? All right. I think what I'll do is I'll do a couple little fun readings just for kicks. And then we'll probably kind of wrap it up. What house is like for relationships and family? Oh, like a loose thing, you mean? Ashley Carmen, oh, okay, well, this is just an astrodoodle for tonight. But in terms of the houses, family relationships, you could be looking at the fourth house here. I'm not going to say it's Cancer because it could be different for wherever you are, whatever your chart is like. But the fourth house over here at the very bottom of the chart is very much to do with home and family, the people in your home, your kids, your aunts, uncles, and relatives, okay? And it's like, it's the place where you sleep. It's the place where you build the foundations for everything else that you do in your life. And some people, this is not an important part of their life. Some people, it's the most important part of their life. Okay, the other important charts for relationship is over here in the 7th house. In this chart, it's for Libras, but it could be anywhere for you. Okay. Over here, 7th house, very much about one-on-one relationships. This isn't just dating. This isn't just romance and dating and, sleeping around with coworkers or whatever. This is more like the energy of one-on-one, committed, living together, contracted, marriage, one-on-one, like marriage type energy. Over here, the 7th house, okay? Yes, Stephanie, thank you for helping out. Ashley, you might want to check in with Stephanie, figure out how to do that stuff. You can Google those things, like get your free astrology chart online, and then they'll send you a bunch of links and you can get your data. Mishi Castle. Hello, Mishi. Good evening. Thank you for showing up. It's a very small, quiet show tonight. Okay, this is a promotional video. It's a promotional video. It's not really about the tarot readings tonight. It's not about the campfire. It's not really about the astrology. It's about the promotion. So a few minutes ago, Mishi, before you got here, and I think before Shay Dog and Sugar got here, before Marilyn and before Stephanie, I think around here is where we stopped doing the promotions. So for the new guys who just arrived, I'm going to go through the basics again, please. I hope you don't mind. Please be patient. The whole point of this video is promotions, okay? To make people aware of what's happening on the channel. So give me a second. I'm going to light up the little gadget again, all right? Here we go. Let's have a look. Yeah. Okay. So all right, here's what we were talking about earlier. So I'm borrowing this thing from a friend of mine. They let me use their gadget because it's helpful to do this, okay? Cafeastrology.com. That's a good idea. Well done. Thank you, Stephanie. So over here, here's what we're talking about tonight. All right. Basically, for the latecomers to the show tonight, this is a promotional video, and we're talking about the first Friday, 5th of October, 2018. It's our first ever group healing event, Circle of Love type of thing. And tonight is Thursday, 6th of September. It's our promotional video. And I'm trying to give people some coaching ideas on how to get to the event. So first of all, one way you can do it is come to the channel. Okay, I will do it like this. Hold on. Here's the Tarot Lumination channel, okay? So you go to the channel, and you would go to the About section, okay? You know where this is. At the top of the channel, click the About section, all right? So you go to the About section, and then you can scroll down all the way to the bottom where all the other channels have all their links as well. And over down here, it says a little one that says TL Meeting Place. Okay, I don't know if you can see it. TL Meeting Place. So we go there, and it looks like this. You click the button, and this is what happens. It takes you to a place where you can basically log in. Let me close that out. I'm going to sign in it again. Give me a moment here. So pretend you just figured this out. Here's what happens. You would go to the Tarot Lumination channel, go to the About section, scroll down, and click the link that says TL Meeting Place. Okay, bear with me. And this will open an app. And then you click and launch it, and you join the meeting directly from here on whatever device, so like your smartphone, your tablet, your desktop, whatever, and you join, okay? That's how you can do that. The next thing is, how do you get the tickets? How do you get the tickets? Okay, so, well, you can go to the website. Again, you can go to tarotlumination.com, go to the About section, scroll down, it says First Friday Healing Event. Okay? So that's where we are right now. I'll show you. It looks a bit like this. Hold on. So this is kind of where we are. You would see the ticketing place. It's over here at Eventbrite. The tickets are $5, and you press the green button, and you just go and buy the ticket online. Okay? So that's how that works. And this tells you about the event. Okay? So that's basically it. That's what the whole show is about here tonight. Our Illumination About page, TL meeting place, First Friday ticketing here. You get to the app launcher, you can join the meeting from here. Okay, so that's what we're trying to do here tonight. I'm trying to help you guys figure out how to do this. We're going to have to do it again and again and again, because we're kind of doing, acting like icebreakers here, and I'll make more videos about this, okay? Also, at the end of this video, you will be able to actually buy the tickets. There will be a button. As soon as the video is finished, I'm going to go back into the editing system, and I'm going to put a button up there where you can go to the event place and buy the tickets. And there will be another link to where you can go to the Zoom place so you can practice or look around and explore, okay? I hope that makes sense. I know this is not a very fun, exciting video. I should do something very exciting for you while we're here. I guess what we could, how about this? How about this? I'd love to hear, if any of you could type into the screen right now, I would be very, very happy to know, did this little video help to explain things about First Friday October event? Does it make sense? You understand where to get the tickets and how to get into the show? Please, if it makes sense to you, please type in a yes. I'd love to watch, I'd love to see. If it doesn't make much sense, that tells me that I'm going to have to do more and more videos to coach, like tutorial videos. So if you could please type in, whoever's still here, there's only a few people here, please, if you could let me know if this makes sense to people. Pam, yes, certainly, yes. Ashley, thank you so much, Ashley. Well done, thank you. It really helps to know that you guys understand, because you're not here in the room. Really, really helps. And this is as close as Tarot Illumination can get to you without actually, you know, all of us being here live in person. Okay, so it kind of makes sense. Okay, cool. Whew. All right. So I think what we'll do now, while we're here, we'll have a little bit, let's just have a little bit of a hangout. We'll put the healing song. Now let's put on Fighting Well, because a lot of us are using a lot of our soul energy just to keep going right now. Hold on. So if anybody wants to get up and dance, this would be the time to do it. My immune system's fighting well, 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 my immune system's fighting well. Oh, 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 oh. My immune system's fighting well, 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 my immune My T cells are fighting well. 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 Whoa, 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 Actually, I'm going to forget that. I'm going to do some surrender Amy died. Oh gosh, Amy, I wouldn't dare. Oh, I wouldn't have the nerve. I'm sorry. Oh, I wish you luck. I really do. I really, really do. Yeah. Okay. So anyway. All right. So since you asked so nicely, Ashley, you've been a very active participant tonight. And it kept the show going. Christina, what's going on there? I gave you the reading. Okay. So, oh, it looks like Mishi is offering to give you the numbers, 6-digit numbers. There you go. All right. Okay. All right. Let me just make some space here, make some room. I'm just going to do this like a one-off here for Ashley. Asked nicely. Now, the thing is, Ashley, I'm going to ask you to be very accommodating because I'm still learning these decks, okay? Still learning. This is a new deck. I've only used it a couple times. All right, so Ashley, this is just kind of fun. This is a treat little public reading. It's a personal reading, but it's very public, okay? Basically, the promotional video is, hey, Mary, see what's going on. I don't think I got you. No, I didn't get you earlier. Hi, Mary. Mary, it's a promotional video, okay? You're not missing much. It's basically an informational video. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm inviting people to get their tickets, start buying their tickets now for the first Friday healing event, okay? You can watch, if you need to, you can watch. Mary C, if you need to, you can check in later. You can watch the video back later, but hold on, Ashley, I'll come back. I'll come right back to you. I want to catch up with Mary C right now because Mary C is, Mary, we're doing a promotional video. I'm trying to introduce people and show people how to get their tickets for First Friday group healing event, 5th of October, 2018. It's going to be a private event, okay? Sort of like Sunday Night Live, but in private on the TL meeting place. So we were showing people the links, how to get your tickets, okay? And links, how to get to the meeting. It will be on this video afterwards, okay, Mary? All right? So please, everybody, start getting your tickets now, okay? All right. All right, here we are. Where were we? Ashley, okay? So I'm inviting everyone here to go and buy a ticket. They're only $5 a pop, and we're gonna do some group healing. It's gonna be like an intense version of what happens on Sunday Night Live, but there's no tarot. It's all about the healing, okay? I love doing the tarot, but there are a couple of people here at the channel who feel that the real strength for tarot illumination would be in the healing. So I'm very, very, very tentatively starting to look into this and offer this to you guys, okay? So yeah, Mary, check it out. You can follow the links. There'll be a little button over here at the top. There will be links in the description section. Amy Day is dancing. Okay, why not? Why not? Actually, when we do the healing event, there's a good chance there will be some dancing afterwards just to sort of shake it all off, you know? Taylor Swift might even be there. Who knows? All right, Ashley, here we go. This is for you. Cards are shuffled. Cards are cut. Bless the cards. Bless this deck. Bless you, Ashley. Bless everybody who came here tonight. There's only a few of us, so it's a small, quiet, cozy little room. And it's just us hanging out. Bring your angels in, Ashley. I hope you understand that you're surrounded by angels, and it's very, very hard for them to operate effectively without being invited. If you deliberately choose to focus on your angels, you can invite them in, and they can become much more active participants in your life. So I would highly recommend that right now, especially. Cards are shuffled, cards are cut. We're going to go for it. Here's the situation. Here's the challenge. Here's how we're going to handle it. And then before that, we're just going to look at circumstantial energy. Think of it as the weather, okay? All right, Ashley, here we go. So you have the Five of Swords. Okay, a lot of people see this as a lot of pain. Okay, so if you're in a situation where it's like the energy of, I think of it as the energy of futile conflict, where it's like, you're damned if you do this, you're damned if you do that. If you're surrounded by situations where you feel like you're under so much pressure that you want to retaliate in order to protect your sense of self, ego, identity, your rights, your sense of self-worth, everything that you could call yourself, your egoic self, your whole being. And it indicates to me, like, if you're surrounded, if people around you are behaving very, very like very defensively, very futile. In other words, if you're in situations where you're getting sucked into arguments that have no possible good outcome, just because someone is PO'd and they're trying to prove a point, or if you're in situations and surroundings where you're constantly drawn in, having to prove and maintain your point, but there's almost no point because nobody cares. That's really kind of, it's an indication that's a lot of energy being wasted for no good use at all. It's like lose-lose situation. If you're trying to fight situations, it's a waste of energy. If people are trying to fight you and your energy, it's a waste of their energy. It's like, it's almost the best thing to do is literally just walk away, because there's no good that can come out of this type of energy. Energy of futility, frustration, fighting an unwinnable battle, trying to prove points, trying to all that kind of stuff is just, it's just futile. It's very frustrating. So it does not help your own spiritual evolution. So what's the situation? Okay, the devil. So if you're trapped into it, sometimes, you know, we can end up trapped in these kind of situations without knowing it. In other words, like, let's say somebody insulted you or hurt your feelings, or you're having a very difficult situation with a relationship, a person, a job, pet, a child, in-laws, aunts, or whoever it is, a person. And it's a very deeply knotted situation where it's like tit for tat, you know, like I hurt you, now you're going to hurt me. You just hurt me, so I'm going to hurt you. And it just goes on. It becomes completely untenable, unwinnable, but you get sucked into it because what can happen with this kind of energy, it can start off with the tiniest little bits of friction, okay, and tension and conflict, and just one tiny little thing, and it can turn into all-out war to the point where, like, somebody says enough is enough. I mean, we're just wasting time and energy here. But it might be that it's very hard to break away from that, because even if you are aware that you might be involved in futile conflict and you want to pull away from it, even when you do pull away from it, the other parties won't let that happen because they see your desire to pull away and escape from the futile conflict as an insult to them. In other words, how dare you walk away from me when I'm talking to you, kind of energy. I haven't finished speaking yet, kind of energy. So it's like you're sucked in. Like, even if you're trying to do yourself and themselves a favor by withdrawing from futile conflict, it's still a problem. So it's like the problem becomes very, very binding. Like, you can't get out of it even if you wanted to. So whatever that might be, you don't have to tell us if you don't want to, but we'll see. Let's have a look. So what's the challenge with this? With Ace of Cups. Okay, well, to me, it looks like there's a complete blockage of the flow of love, okay, for whatever reason. This is a beautiful card of sacred opportunity here, and it's right here in the position of challenge. So you've got these really strong opposing energies here. If the challenge is that the flow of love is completely blocked, then you have a problem. It makes it almost impossible to solve these futile, conflicting type of energies. So how do we unlock this? How do we open the flow again? Because it's like, this is a card of sacred opportunity, and it wouldn't be here unless you had earned it. So if it's there, but you can't open it up, that's a problem. It has to be, the love has to be allowed to flow again some way, somehow. How do we do that? Okay. To me, with the Five of Wands here, this looks to me like it's basically, it's time to turn this whole thing around. In other words, I'm not a real fan of being very combative here, but what I'm suggesting is to almost face this energy of futile conflict head on and draw a line in the sand, draw a kind of, in other words, finding a way to feed off this stuff. In other words, looking at yourself in the mirror and saying, you know what? If I can't escape from this futile conflict, all the energy that's going in with this stuff, I'm going to take advantage of that energy and put it to my own good use. And I'm going to find ways to learn from this. In other words, my suggestion is, if you have no sense of control over this situation, where no matter what you do, you can't get out of the loop, like it's a negative feedback loop and there's no escape, my feeling here is to treat this as a tremendous chance to learn through challenge. Okay, here's what I'm going to show you. In other words, let's blame it all on the planets right now. If this is what's happening and you're under deep stress from this, then see if you can find a way to learn from this, because you are divinely protected. We all are. We have this. So if you can find a way to, basically, it's almost face into the storm, like when they come back at you again, or if you're sucked into the conflict, you know what? You can smile at them and you can say, you know what? I love you so much. I'm learning so much from this. It just sounds really, really crazy. I'm trying to pretend I'm Ashley right now. I'm learning so much, and I really, really thank you. I hope you get something out of this too. I am going to do everything I can to walk away. Anytime you come at me, uh, all that happens is you're shutting down the love. You're making it harder, harder, harder for the love to flow. And I'm going to smile at you and say very, very sweetly, do you have any idea that that is what's happening? Because I know that, I understand that, but I'm not going to let that kill me, okay? I understand what's happening here. You, dear other person, let's pretend I'm Ashley again, you might be struggling with your own issues that are not my issues, but I'm not going to let your war, your conflicts, your internal conflicts destroy my life. I'm going to learn from this. I'm going to thrive and I'm going to grow from this like an athlete in training. Okay? Thank you, Ashley. Dano. Dano from British Columbia. Wow. Wow, hello. Has it been really that long? Yes, exactly. Ashley, hurt them with kindness. But the intention is not to hurt them. I mean, it's an expression, kill them with kindness. That's really, that you got it, Ashley. That is the message. That is the overall message. And then it's like creating yourself, learning so much that you can actually grow from this. All right. Thank you so much. Mary C., I saw you put a couple of bucks in there, so I'm going to give you a reading anyway. Okay. I'm going to give you a little 5-card micro reading. I'm going to give you this is the power of surrender. So how to evolve and grow through the power of letting go. Okay. All right, Mary C., this is for you. I don't think I checked you in. Yes, you were the very last person to check in the show tonight. Over here. Dan O.T. Dan O.T. Okay, from British Columbia. Hi, greetings, greetings, greetings. All right, so I'm just going to give you a little heads up. Now, remember, this is a promotional video. Okay, I'm just going to interrupt the flow here. This is a promotional video. It's about our group healing event, first Friday, 5th of October. It's a month from now in the evening, 7 to 9 p.m. And you're going to find later on in this video the links for how to get into the meeting and the links for getting your tickets. The tickets are $5, okay? It's going to be a lovely private event, but you're all going to be live with Tarot Lumination, okay? So please be prepared for that, all right? All right. Mary C., this is for you. And I am going to pull one more card afterwards. So hold on. You're going to have to trust me, Mary C., that I'm going to pull the right card for you, all right? And thank you for that super chat. So Ashley Carmen, can I take it that you're going to come for the healing event? Are you going to come for the healing event, Ashley? Please say yes. The more the merrier. In fact, everybody here, this is actually not just a promotional video to how to do it. This is an invitational video asking you guys, we're inviting you guys to come to the healing event. $5 in advance, and it should be a lot of fun. Yes, Dan O.T., you just got here. I'll go over it again in a little bit about what we were talking about. This is a promotional video. So a lot of people have probably already left the show because they understand what it's about and they have stuff to do on Thursday night. I understand that, okay? So Ashley, you're in. Okay, Ashley, I'm counting on you to see your name come up in the ticketing when it comes through on Eventbrite. Okay, Ashley, we'll see you there. Mary C., it looks like you said can't wait. So it's $5. So wait a minute, what's that? I just saw something up there. Stay there. I got to check the notes up here. Hold on. Oh, you're the one with the husband with PTSD. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Another arrest. Oh man, that's rough. Oh man. Oh gosh. I was just telling a story the other night because I was driving past the Veterans Memorial grounds over here in Los Angeles. It's a huge, huge place, like tens of thousands of graves, basically, all of those lost in action through the wars. It's a very profound place right in the middle of Los Angeles. It's a staggering place, a very moving thing. Not a lot of people go there because it's a massive cemetery, but you really, really feel it about the blood that's been shed, the lives that have been lost in order to maintain our freedom and our liberties and protect the Constitution that we have in this country, the United States, despite all of the amazing problems that this country has at the moment. Okay? I'm so sorry for you, Dano. Dano, come to the event. Bring your husband. That's $10. Or buy a ticket for your husband. You know? Something like that. Yeah. Okay, so everybody here, I'm hoping you're going to come to the show, the event. Come to the healing event. It'll be a fun night out. It'll be a Friday night out. If you don't have anything else to do, you got $5 to spare. It's basically like a very expensive cup of coffee. Come to the event, and I've shown you how to get the meeting there and how to get the tickets. I'll show it everything. I'll show you all again soon. Okay. Oh man, liver failure. Oh man, Dan. Oh man, man. Oh man. Oh man. Yeah, it's very hard for vets to get help because they're trained to head into war, they're trained to head into battle. And then for them to admit defeat, admit surrender, that they are the ones who need help now, that's extremely hard to do. I've worked with military vets. I know what it's like for them. It's very, very hard for them. They're very prone to self-medicating and all that kind of stuff. All right, Mary C., this is for you. This is a little one-card quickie because you put $5 in the super chat. And we're going to trust in the card. This is how you can heal and grow and evolve through the power of letting go. Again, that's very much to do with what we were just talking about. Surrender, surrender, surrender. Basically surrendering to that which is. All our power is here in the now. We can forget about the past, forget about the future. What about right now? Accepting everything is exactly as it should be, because it can't be anything else. Everything is exactly as it should be. Why? Because it cannot be anything else. But once we understand that and we accept it, it brings tremendous release of pressure and allows us to just accept things as we are, and which means often letting go and surrendering everything that we feel we need to hold in place, like our ego, our jobs, our missions, our purposes, our relationships, whatever it is. So I'm going to cut the deck, and I'm going to pull the top card as it comes, and that's your card. All right, Mary C., here we go. This is your card. We have surrender to miracles. Well, that's very nice. Okay, it says here, Mary C., I'll read it from, there's no book or anything, so we're going to have our own interpretations. You see here these beautiful dolphins? They're just playing. They're not apologizing for anything. They're just having fun because it just struck them as the most amazing thing to do right now. The energy of fun is incredibly important in life. It comes and goes so quickly. It says here, be open to miracles occurring in your life. Feel and know that these events are real. Let go of any resistance and banish any doubt that miracles can happen. Okay? So this is almost like addressing, in an inverted way, it's addressing all your fear of love, fear of goodness, fear of the wonders of the healing power of love coming into your life. Because so much of us are, let's say, born and raised to strive, achieve, succeed, or die. There's so much pressure, like, you got to go to school, you got to go to college, you got to get a diploma, you got to get a degree, you got to get your PhD, you got to get your master's, you got to get a career and job and tons of money, or else your life will be a disaster. And so we're pounded and pummeled and fueled by fear. And sometimes that's exactly what we don't need. Sometimes it's better to say, well, what do I need right now for me? What would make me feel right, happy right now? Please, dear angels, please, dear heaven, send that to me right now. Whatever it is, I accept it. I believe in miracles. Mary C., it's time to start believing in miracles, okay? I hope that helped. You know, this is a very spiritual show, Mary C., and you wouldn't be here unless you were in some way or other were a highly evolved spiritual being. And yet, you might have very, 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 let's say, calcified or petrified layers of resistance around you that still need to be dissolved in order to, let's say, move to the next levels of happiness where you don't have to strive. It just becomes naturally occurring. You're just naturally happy by choice. You make a choice to be happy. You allow the miracles to occur. The miracles are the events that happen that equate to happiness, okay? Okay, Ashley, bye-bye. It was great. Jennifer, hey. Jennifer Etheridge is here. Thank you so much. Thank you for showing up. Hi, Jennifer. Jennifer, in case you haven't figured it out, it's a promotional video. Jennifer Etheridge. Jennifer, this is a promotional video, all right? Oh, Julianne. Hello, everybody. Hi, Julianne. Okay, Julianne 089. Hi, Julianne. Julianne, this is a promotional video. It's not really about the tarot. It's a promotional video. Ray Del Sol, where did you come from? Oh, where did you come from? Hi, Ray Del Sol. Hi, guys. Oh, you just got back from work. Of course, obviously. Duh. Thanks, Ray. I recognize you guys were here the other day, weren't you? You were here the other day. Yeah. Good night, Ashley. Good night, Ashley. Yeah. So, Ray Del Sol, Julianne, Mary C., this is a promotional video. I'll just do a quick recap, and then we'll get back to have a little bit more fun. We did this the other night. Hold on. Let me get organized here. We're going to do this again. Give me a second here. All right, so let's go like this. Laura Ellen Smith, hey, hi Laura. Mahela Thornton. Okay, I'll put your names on in a moment. Just give me a second here, and I'm doing part of the promotions, all right? Here we go. Okay, pretend you're at the Tarot Lumination channel. You just fell off the bus, and there you are. You're at the Tarot Lumination channel, and you heard about this healing event. What is it? Okay, group healing event, first Friday, 5th of October, 7 till 9 p.m. It's a month from now, so we got plenty of time to buy tickets. Oh, where do you buy the tickets? Oh, I didn't know about that. Where can I get my tickets, Tarot Lumination? Well, here's one way you can do it that I can show you on the show right now. You can go to the About section here. All right. Scroll down all the way to the bottom. And I think we did this with some other people. Okay, you scroll down and you can buy your tickets here. Lena. Lena's here. Oh my God. Oh, the crowd's here. Oh my gosh. So it's over here. It's, this is the, I'll show it to you like this. Hold on. So this is where you get the tickets. All right. You get the tickets here at the Eventbrite, and it's the first Friday Tarot Lumination private group healing event. And the tickets are $5. You just press the green button and put your card information in there, and you get your ticket. And the show is for 7 p.m. to 9 p.m., Friday, October the 5th, okay? It's not a show, it's an event. It's a private healing event. So how do you get inside the event? Well, let me show you, okay? I know some of you know this stuff already, And I'm trying to show this for the people who don't know already. So we're back here at Tarot Lumination, all right? We're over here at Tarot Lumination. And now we go to the bottom and you'll find the link. How do we get into the meeting? How do we get into the healing? Well, you click this. It says TL Meeting Place. Okay, and so you enter the meeting here. This is an app. You just click and load and join, and you're in the meeting. It's and that's it. Okay, okay, there we go. There we go. That's it. So now there will be links and buttons after this show is over where you can buy the tickets. You'll see a button up here at the top of the screen, and there will be links in the description section below. And we're going to have more promotional videos. Okay, so you'll understand. Yes. So I want you guys to show up. Please, the time is now to start buying your tickets. I've already got several takers buying right now. So Mahala Thornton, I'm hoping you're going to be in. Are you going to be there, Mahala? Please say yes. Laura Ellen Smith, please say yes. Laura Ellen Smith. And Primary is there. Primary Feathers is here too, just someone else. All right, let's have a look. Who did I miss? Someone else just showed up. Lena. Okay, there's Lena's here. Okay, all right, here we go. Let's have a look. Oh, Dan OT, that's on the West Coast. So if you're in British Columbia, it's the same time zone. October the 5th, 7 p.m. to 9 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, okay? Okay, so we're going to see you there, Mahala. Okay, it's a $5 ticket. It's very affordable, and it's private, okay? Okay, so don't worry, Primary. We're going to do one every month now. We're going to start doing every month. All right, so Lena is here. You'll figure it out. We'll talk about this some more another time. So for right now, tonight, everybody, thank you for showing up. Yeah, we're going to do these every month. Every month, we're going to have a big group healing event. And the first one is first Friday of October the 5th. It's always going to be first Fridays, okay? First Fridays. So over time, more and more of us will learn how to get the tickets and get into the event, okay? So I want to thank everybody for showing up here. I know some of you are going to be, I know it's very, very late. So Mary C, for the East Coasters, I was going to ask, I haven't done it yet. I've been a little shy about it because it's a Friday night and a lot of people are wiped out on Friday night. So I was thinking maybe do a poll. If you can't be there, if you'll be there in, if you can't be there in October, no worries. But I'm thinking of doing it on like either 5 p.m. or 6 p.m. What is it? I would love to know your opinion, people. 5 p.m. PST, 6 p.m. PST. Sorry. Let me do this. 5 p.m. PST, 6 p.m., 7 p.m. PST. Now this translates. You can see you can see the challenge here already. Okay. And so how does that look? So, oh, it's the mornings for you. Oh my gosh. Oh yeah, right. So that's 5, 8, 9, 10, 5. So that would be 8 p.m. EST. That's 9 p.m. EST. And this one is, I'm just doing this for the United States crowd at the moment. That's 10 p.m. EST, okay? So this is in the United States. At the moment, we're booked for this one. 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, 10 p.m. Sorry, Eastern Standard Time. Okay? But We can play around over the next few months. We can play around. Maybe try it with a 8 p.m. start or a 9 p.m. start for the East Coast. If people think about that, okay? You want to do a morning show? You want to do mornings? Mornings? Seriously? Friday mornings like they do at yoga centers? Whoa, hold on a minute. Hold on. Ivona, I know you like this one. That might be a good idea because it's a compromise, isn't it? It's kind of in between. If we hold the event at 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, that would be 9 p.m. on the East Coast. That could be reasonable. It could be reasonable. Now, what's this about doing shows in the morning? Healing event in the morning. Fritali. And I'm going to put these aside for a moment. I'm going to put these aside and come back to that. Fritali. I just want to sign Fritali in. Hi, Fritali. I want to get you on here because you showed up. Thank you so much. Fritali. Fritali, this is a promotional video. Ivona. Hi, Ivona. Rakulka. Carolyn Rains. Hi. Hi, Carolyn. Carolyn Rains. Hi. So if you guys are, it's very late for you guys, you're just showing up. This is a promotional video, okay? I keep repeating it because this is a promotional video. I'm saying the same message over and over and over again. I hope you don't mind, but that's what happens on promotional videos. So guys, this is a promotional video. It's about the group healing event, First Fridays, the first one ever, 5th of October, next month, okay? It's about a month from now. So I'm going to spend the rest of this month promoting the healing event, okay? And so we already talked about it. Okay, you know what? We can do that. We've already got votes coming in for the 6 p.m. slot because it's a good time for Tarot Illumination. It's a good time for the East Coast as well. So let's keep going. If everyone else is happy with 6 p.m., I would be happy to change that. I would be happy to go for 6 p.m. Okay? Amanda Jackson, hi. Amanda Jackson. Good evening, Amanda. Sorry, my writing's all messed up. Yeah. Okay, Ray Del Sol, have a super, super night. Thanks for hanging out. If you can't make it for October, we know. See you in November, okay, Ray? 6 p.m. is good for you, Dano? Okay, 6 p.m. You know what? Let's do it. Let's make it 6 p.m. Let's just frickin' do that. I will change the tickets, okay? I will change the tickets so that it's a more reasonable hour, okay, for people. It's a healing event. It's Friday night. You can't be too exhausted. You have to have enough strength to actually come into the meeting. Yeah, we're going to do it every month now. Yes, Carolyn, that's 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. Correct. Yeah. No, wait a minute. That would be. No, I think it's 7 p.m. for you, Carolyn. 8 would be Central Time. Okay. 6 is the number of love. Yay. All right, 6 is good. Everyone's going for 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Okay, so that's what we're going to do. So the way that works out, so that you understand how we're doing this, we're going to change all of that. We're going to do this now. As soon as the show's over, I'm going to change the ticket times. We're going to go for 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, which is 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 8 p.m. Central Standard Time, which is 7 p.m. Mountain Time, Mountain Standard Time. See, that's how it works. So everybody who's on the West Coast, we're going to do this at 6 p.m. If you're in the Mountain Zone, 7 p.m. If you're in Central Time, America, 8 p.m. If you're on the East Coast, it'll be 9 p.m. Okay? Good night, Christina. Good night, good night, good night. No, Fritterly, I want to lock it down. I want to make it the same time every month. Sacramento, yes, 6 p.m. Sacramento. Correct. Correct, correct, correct. All right, so that's how it looks. So that's how that looks, all right? So this is we're gonna do this every month, okay? But this is gonna be the key time. We're gonna post it 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. And then you guys will have the other alternates when you show up, okay? 6 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. All right, so it's time for another dance. Time for dancing, people. Time for dancing. Hang in. Okay, grab a partner. There's only a few of us here. It's a very small show tonight. It's a promotional video. Okay, here we go. Grab your partners by the hand. Grab somebody. I am healing, I am healed. Dance. I am healing, I am healed. 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 Good night, Primary. Good night, Primary. I am healing, I am healed. I am healing, I am healed. I am healing, I am healed. I am healed. Good night, Mary. Yeah, I'm looking forward. I want to see your name on the tickets when they come through. I want to see everybody's name on the ticket. I see them here. I see them here. Good night, Mary C. Good night, Mary C. Good night, Mary C. Carolyn, that's good. So we're going to see you first Friday, okay? We'll see you first Friday. I'm taking names. I'm taking names, people. Fritterly, we'll see you there too, all right? First Friday. Got you, all right? Thanks, Fritterly. I know, we're all living paycheck to paycheck, aren't we? It's crazy, isn't it? The whole freaking planet. I enter elimination. We are healing, we are healed. 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 Thanks, Mahala. Thank you, Mahala. I'll see your name on the tickets over here. Good night, Mahala. Hold on. I am healing, I am healing, I am healing. I said 1974. Hello, Miss Lynn. You're very, very late. It's okay. It's okay. You're from the UK. This is a promotional video, okay? This is a promotional video, as you can see. Mahala. Thanks, Mahala. All right. So what is abundance? Fritali. Fritali. Well done, Fritali. Yes, love breeds love. Positive energy breeds positive energy. I am healed. 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 Okay, I know an aching soul when I see one. You know, an aching soul. Ms. Lynn, 1974. You need healing. So maybe we'll set it up so that we can do group healing events for across the ocean. Okay, over in Europe. So we can. So it would be like mid-morning over here for Terra Lumination. Maybe like 11 a.m. and that would be early evening for you or middle of the evening for you guys, okay? How about that, Ms. Lynn? How would you be interested in group healing events over there in England and Europe? Not, it wouldn't be First Fridays. It could be like Final Fridays or Middle Fridays or something like that. Would you guys be interested in that? Can you speak to everyone else in England right now? And while you're there, ask the Queen. Ask Lady Di. Of course, she's not with us now. Sorry, excuse me. Ask, you know what? Ask Paul McCartney. To me, he's one of the most amazing Brits that ever existed. Do you realize what Paul McCartney did for this planet with his buddies, the Beatles? So a lot of us were not around when the Beatles were around. But the Beatles had a mind-boggling impact on the planet. England, the little tiny island of England, has had a massive impact on the whole planet, okay? We have to understand that. So right now, Ms. Lynn, 1974, you're going to get a mini reading. Simply because you showed up, I've never seen you here before, and it's obvious that you need healing. Yeah, virtually, you've got the idea. What does abundance mean? If you focus on the lack, guess what happens? That's what you get. You get the lack. You get the lack of abundance. Energy flows where attention goes. You have to be aware of what's not working, but you do not put any more energy there than you have to. Define the problem, define the situation, understand it, and then start focusing on solutions. If you focus on the problems, you're just going to add more energy to the problem, okay? So right now, I'm going to put these little things aside over here. I'll come back to this stuff in a minute. Now that the show is going and then there's a bunch of people here, there's a few left. I'm going to do a tiny mini reading. This is just for you. Okay, Ms. Lynn, thank you. I'm glad you're subscribed. It's very late over here for a lot of people in the United States. It's midnight over here for most of the people watching. So a lot of them have gone to bed already, and it's a promotional video. Like I think you're about the only person here left anymore, Ms. Lynn, tonight. There's Fritalee, and I don't know, everyone else has gone to bed. But anyway, I'm going to give you a little reading, Ms. Lynn. And this is going to be a proper mini reading, okay? It's just like what we do on Sunday Night Lives, which would be like 4 o'clock in the morning or something for you. So obviously you're never there. It's 5 a.m. Wow. Wow, maybe you're a nurse or a caretaker and you work on the morning shifts, or you just got back, or you're up very early before you go to work. Good on you. Well done, Fritalee. That's the kind of energy we need to see on this channel. I'm going to put this all aside over here because basically everyone's going home. Everybody, the show is going to be over soon. After this reading, we're just going to... all right, cards were shuffled, all right? Ms. Lynn, cards were shuffled. Please bring your invisible friends here, okay? This is what we do at Tarot Illumination. Tarot Illumination deliberately invites angels into the reading to try and give it some strength and substance, because Tarot Illumination can't do this stuff on its own. Okay, we're just going to cut the deck nice and evenly tonight. Bless this deck, bless this reading, bless this tiny channel, bless all the technology, bless YouTube, bless the computers and the wires and the cameras and all the donations, all the super chat funding, everything that keeps this channel going. All right? All right. Cards are shuffled. So here's the situation. Here's the challenge. And here's how we're going to handle it. And we're going to look at the weather. Circumstantial around you, Miss Lynn. Okay. So you have the Seven of Swords. Okay. So my feeling is this is a time to be extremely careful, extremely careful and observant of what's happening around you, because you might not be aware. Sometimes when I see this energy, I think of it as black ice. I don't know if you get that too much. I know you get that in England, you know, in the middle of winter, and it's a very cool, still, clear night, for example, and everything looks very beautiful and serene, and somehow or other the moon is out or whatever, and it got very, very cold, and it flash freezes the ice on the roads, so you get black ice, okay? It's very dangerous stuff. You don't even know it's there. So my feeling is that for you right now, Ms. Lynn, this is an indication that you might be, like your whole life might be in this like very slippery situation where it's like being on black ice, but you don't know it. That's one of the things about black ice. You don't know that it's there because everything looks okay, but the layer of ice is very thin, but it's very clear and it's extremely slippery. It can also be an indication that you have to pay very close attention to your senses, your thoughts, your antennae, your feelings, to make sure that you're picking up very accurate information about your surroundings so that you don't slip up and slide and run off the road of your life and end up in a roadside ditch. So another aspect of this is that you might be getting undermined unwittingly by others or circumstances, events around you in ways that you're not aware. Like you're just smiling and drifting through life and moving through life oblivious to some kind of treachery that might be happening around you. So please, please pay attention, okay? It's like just be very, very careful right now, okay? Oh, okay. Okay. So, all right, let's have a look. What's the situation? You've already said something. Your parents and kids' father have betrayed you. Okay. So that is the energy of a lot of betrayal there. Be very, very careful because you're extremely vulnerable right now. Okay. What's the situation? Okay. The Ten of Cups. It's like everything is at stake here. Given what you just disclosed on the screen, normally I don't get a chance to watch the screen and the comments when they're coming in, but I did turn over because I was trying to basically get my balance. With the Ten of Cups here, it looks like everything is in jeopardy right now. Everything that constitutes happiness and love in your world, the energy of happy family, all the good stuff that people want in life, this will be represented by the Ten of Cups. Having a happy home, happy family, having a group, having a night, everything that happens in a good family home setting where the love flows between the giving and the receiving of love, child to adult, adult to child, parent to grandparent, grandparent to child, everything that constitutes the flow of love especially in a home and family. Okay, so it looks like this is very, very, very like the number one most important thing in your life right now. The love in the family, the love in the home, except that it's under very, very precarious conditions right now because of this. If you have been undermined or betrayed or tricked or deceived or literally hijacked, sabotaged. This can easily represent sabotage. It's very, very important to know what's at stake here. There's a lot at stake. What's the challenge with this? Okay, the moon is to me, it feels here with the moon is, it almost feels like shock. How did this happen? Where did this come from? Why me? You know, if you have parents, they're supposed to love you. If you have a spouse and kids, you're supposed to love them. They're supposed to love you. And then when everything turns to SHIT, that's a big problem, to the point where it can really, really scare you, and to the point where you don't know what to do next. Okay, if you are surrounded almost by the energy of sabotage, treachery, betrayal, and everything is in jeopardy right now that you love or that you used to love, and you've discovered everything that is toxic about all of this, that can be very, very scary. And one of the problem is that you might not be willing to face your fears, okay? So in some ways, sometimes this card can represent deep fear, from my perspective, fear of the unknown, fear that there is no divine guidance, there is no divine protection, that you've been lost and abandoned. So it's understandable here that it's almost like, okay, well, it's more like, okay, the challenge is like, what the heck am I supposed to do now? How am I supposed to handle this? Because it's like no one's giving you any guidance, no one's giving you any solutions. The only thing that you have is like your own intuition. And if you've been a very trusting, loving person to this point, and then you discover that you've been betrayed and sabotaged, and everything is now in deep jeopardy, that's a problem. And it could make you easily start to have extreme doubts about yourself. Sometimes people become inverted. You know what happens? Have you heard that horrible, nasty thing that little kids do to snails? You know, they'll take a snail out of its, they'll just take a big old snail and they'll pour a ton of salt on it. And of course, it kills the snail, messes up their nerve system and their fluids and everything, and they convulse and die. And my feeling here is that the challenge is like how this would turn in on yourself, where you end up becoming the person where you suddenly think like, oh my gosh, like, what did I do wrong? Am I to blame for all of this? Where did I go wrong or something? And so all of a sudden you could start taking the blame and blaming yourself for anything and everything that falls apart. Let's say it's just let's say the treachery is happening right now, but the challenge is, as you go into it, how do you deal with it without any sense of guidance or sense of trust in the unknown over here? Only your intuition. Okay, to me, this is a big problem. Okay, let's have a look. How do we deal with this? 10 of Wands. Okay, my feeling here with the 10 of Wands is to admit that you're broken. Admit defeat. Admit that you can't handle this on your own. Okay, this would mean a very, very, in some ways, humiliating sense of defeat. Perhaps very, very painful to your ego. But in some ways, it's much better to accept the truth and the realities of the situation and just accept that you have been sabotaged, you have been beaten, you have been overwhelmed, and that the outcome that is existing right now, it's in some ways, at some point, was inevitable, and everything is exactly as it should be. In other words, this betrayal, this treachery that has jeopardized everything that you love or thought that you loved, or everything that you thought had love, and gets to the point where you're so scared about what happens next that you don't even know what to do, that your own sense of intuition, you don't even trust your own intuition anymore. That could be so scary that you almost decide, I give up, I can't handle it anymore. Well, that actually would be the perfect thing to do. The perfect thing to do would basically admit to yourself, I can't take it anymore. I can't handle this load anymore. I can't take the betrayal. I can't take the treachery. I can't take what happened to me from the husband and the kids and with the parents. I can't handle it. I can't take it. That would be the first most important step to self-healing. Okay? Yeah. It's really, really important to accept defeat when you are defeated. Okay? It's not the end of the world. It's the most loving thing you can do right now at this point in time is to accept and admit defeat. There's no point in trying to fight this stuff. If you have been betrayed by your parents and by the husband, the parent of the kids, and if that's the reality, there's no point in trying to pretend it isn't. So all I'm suggesting is accept that which is. Accept defeat. Accept that you can't handle this. Accept that you can't handle this on your own anymore and get help. Okay? You need help. All right? All right, Ms. Lynn, I hope that helps you. Good. Good. That's good. It's good to admit you are defeated. That's the first step forward. That's a healthy thing to do. Admit you are defeated. Well done. Okay? Now that gives you the clear space to go forward. If you have to have a complete hissy fit breakdown, then that's very, very good for you right now. Tears of healing. Okay? Allow that to happen. All right. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you, Fritili. Thank you for the support there. Asking for help is not defeat. It's the most loving thing you can do for yourself. All right? Ms. Lynn, thank you so much. All right. Thank you. All right. I know it was tough. It was tough. You probably didn't expect anything like this when you came into the show. I imagine you were probably expecting to get some light relief and some, sweet, happy talk that everything's going to be wonderful and Tarot Lumination is going to heal everything. Sorry. Sorry. All right. Let's leave it at that. We've only got a few people here. A lot of people have had to go to bed already. Let's leave it at that. I'm just going to play a loving song here. I'm going to play Circle of Love, okay? Because that's what the healing event's going to be called. Hold on. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. La 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 la. I got this message from angels above. Come together in a circle of love. Put down your weapons and unload your guns. Come together in a circle of love. Yeah. La da 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 da, la 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 la. La da 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 da, da 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 da. Going deaf from explosions. Screaming babies everywhere. Their blood is flowing to the ocean. Our hearts are numb from trying to care. Trying to care. I got this message from angels above. Come together in a circle of love. Put down your weapons and unload your guns. Come together in a circle of love. Yeah. La da 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 da. La 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 la. Soon, when the smoke and dust has lifted, and all the rubble has been cleared, and all the bodies will be sifted, their ghosts will walk around for years, years and years, yeah. I got this message from angels above. Come together in a circle of love. Put down your weapons and unload your guns. Come together in a circle of love, yeah. Da 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 da. La da 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 da. I got this message from angels above. Come together in a circle of love. Put down your weapons and unload your guns. Come together in a circle of love, yeah. La da 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 da, la 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 la. La 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 la. Yeah, Miss Lynn. Yeah. So I saw you guys chatting on the screen. It's a little bit late. Okay. So you found us on Facebook? Anyway. Thanks for Tilly. Thanks for the support. Miss Lynn, yes, seriously, given what you've just described here tonight, given what the reading exposed, given what you disclosed with us, it's very important to admit defeat. It's very important to accept and understand that it's okay to reach out and get help. We can do that here at Tarot Lumination. Tarot Lumination seems to attract a lot of people with private readings who are people who are in very dire straits, okay? Tarot Lumination doesn't even have a degree, don't even have any certifications in anything, but it seems to work, so that's why we're doing it. Tarot Lumination feels like it was forced into this by angels. I love doing it now that I've started, but I was very resistant for many years, okay? So here we go. Let's wrap it up, folks. Let's leave it at that. And I want to thank you all, okay? Hold on, I need to put some closing music on because a lot of people watch this to the very end and they like to see all their names on the list, okay? So give me a moment here. I'm going to put everybody who showed up onto the show tonight. Hold on. Give me a second. I just have to tidy this. I'm just going to wrap out the show here. And just for the record, get everybody listed. All right. Before we go, I just want you to know tonight the planets are very highly stressed here, all the orange stuff. So you do have an excuse to be very stressed and wigged out. But we also have the amazing support of this beautiful grand earth trine with a kite. Very supportive, all right, for all of us. So bless the planets, bless Tarot Illumination, bless dear viewers, all of you guys. Get your tickets now for the group healing event. First one is first Friday, Friday 5th of October, okay? I'm going to be taking names, people. I'm going to, let's wrap it out here. Love is the word, okay? Healing power of love, okay? Okay, so this is everybody who came to the promotional show tonight. I want to see all of you guys at the healing event. I become alive before the sun does rise. When the sun does rise, I reach out for the skies. Opening my hands to love in the day.
Healing vibrations rattle through my soul, shaking out the poisons, making me whole, casting out diseases by chanting the word. The sounds of the universe by all will be heard. Resonate inside us, love is the word. Moving through the day, ain't no accidents alive. Giving thanks to heaven that I'm still alive. Blessing my enemies, blessing the ones I love. Praying for forgiveness from any damages I've done. And the healing vibrations rattle through my soul, shaking up the poisons, making us whole, casting out diseases by chanting the word. The sounds of the universe by all will be heard. Resonate inside us, love is the word. Now the day is done, the moon is on the rise. My trials and tribulations all bottled up inside. I summon the love as I reach up for the skies. I command no fear and shadows be gone before my eyes. And the healing vibrations rattle through my soul, shaking out the poisons, making us whole, casting out diseases by chanting the word. The sounds of the universe by all will be heard. Resonate inside us, love is the word. And the healing vibrations rattle through my soul, shaking out the poisons, making us whole, casting out diseases by chanting the word. The sounds of the universe by all will be heard. Resonate inside us, love is the word. Okay, I'm sending as much love as I can to all of you. Good night and thank you. See you at the event, okay? Love is the word. Yeah, love is the word. Love is the word. Oh yeah, love is the word. Good night, everybody. Good night. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.